thought you'd like to know that. Doing it real big right now. Let me slide over so the sun's not blinding me. Wow. Hey, what is up, guys? It's Queen Debbie, but you can call me Debbie, and I'm back today with my bougie earrings and my tiara and whatever, okay? Hey, what is up, guys? It's Queen Debbie, but you can call me Debbie, and I'm back today for another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about strict parents, specifically black strict parents, because as you can see, if you haven't noticed, I'm black, and my parents are very strict. So, I mean, of course, it applies to, like, other races, parenting and whatever, and strict parenting. I'm specifically talking about black parents, because that's the parents that I have. So if you guys can relate to this, because trust me, you will. Even if you are black and you have strict parents, you will relate to what I'm about to say on a spiritual level, and you will understand. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to get into it, because, you know, I'm just going to speak, okay? You'll understand once I've talked about this, okay? You will understand. You know when your parents, like, call you, and they're just like, hey, Debbie, and I'm like, yes. They're like, make sure you defrost the chicken before I come so I can cook when I get home. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, goodbye. You know, they call you and tell you to do something like defrost the chicken. And you're like, yeah, I'll defrost the chicken in a sec. I'm busy doing something. So it's just been like 2 hours have passed. You're just sitting on the computer, and then you hear the door opening, and in that moment, you're just like,
hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
because you realize you were supposed to go put that chicken in some hot water and defrost it 2 hours ago, and you hear the door opening and hear your parents coming in, and you're just like, Lord help. This one is very funny. I think it is, at least. But when someone asks you to like hang out or do something or go to the mall, and you don't ask your mother yet or your parents, you kind of like look at them and see how they're feeling, and then usually they're kind of always looking upset or something like that. So then you just tell your friend your parents said no, but you don't text them right away. You wait like a little bit to pretend like, let me ask my mom or something, but you never ask them because you know the answer is no. And you know for some reason once you ask, they'll get more angry at you for even asking. So you're just like, no, my mom said no, even if you didn't ask her, because you don't want to bother asking her, okay? You don't want even like, you don't even want to try it. It's not worth it. I might as well be like, yo, they're like, hey, Debbie, want to go to the mall today? And I'll be like, let me ask my mom. Sit there for like 30 minutes. She said no. I didn't ask her. I'm not gonna try. I'm not going to risk that, okay? I need to eat today. She feeds me. This one kind of goes along with the last one, but when you really need to ask your parents something like for money, or because you want to go somewhere, or you want to do something, I don't know, like go to the mall, or need money for shopping, or you want to do something that involves their permission, and you stand outside their room door for like 30 minutes, just like pacing back and forth, like thinking what you're gonna say to them, thinking about what you're gonna ask them, and just pacing back and forth, thinking about it. He's like, okay, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go, okay. I'll be like, mother, respectfully, I would like to ask. No, that's too much. Be like, okay, mother, I've got it. No, that's too much. Yo, mama, what's good? No, not too much like that. Yo, moms, I gotta go to the mall. Hand me some cash. No, that's too rude. Hello, mother, may I please have some cash to go to the mall? No, that doesn't sound good. Mother, I need to go. No, that's not good. And you do that for good like half an hour until you go and finally do it, and either they say no or you panic and don't end up doing it because you don't want to try. It's just not worth it. So you're just like, you know what? Stay home, okay? Stay home. Or you ask them and they say yes, but it's like a hassle and it's like just a fight the entire time. They're handing you their money, giving the death glare, and you know they don't want to give it to you, but they give it to you anyway. It's like, God, nah, I shouldn't have done this, but I've actually experienced this one. I think I've experienced all of them, but when you get in trouble at school, I don't care if it's because you were talking in class, you're being disruptive, you hit a kid, whatever you did, if you get in trouble in school and they say they're going to call your parents, you beg them to stay at the school. You beg them. You say, I don't want to go home. You beg them to stay at that school and not go home, because whatever you get at school will be 1,000 times better than what will happen when you go home, because I got suspended once. And I didn't even care that I was getting suspended. I didn't care what the teachers were doing. I didn't care it was going to be my record. Nothing about that bothered me. What bothered me was the fact that I had to go home to my mother after and explain to her why I kicked some guy in the nuts and got suspended. That was a bigger fear than getting suspended for a day. Literally, in school suspension, I sat in the office and did work all day. That is much better than going home. Please do not send me home. Do not send me home if I get in trouble. Keep me there. Keep me in jail. Send me to jail. I don't want to go home. I'd rather be in jail than go home and face my mother about what you getting suspended for? What you acting up in school for? What are you doing? Don't do it. Keep me. Leave me at the school. I don't want to go home. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So don't act up in school. Because you know what happens once you get home. Once that school bell rings and you get on your bus and you're walking towards your step and you're just crying because you know you have to open that door, you know what's waiting for you. You know what's waiting for you. When you're at home and you hear your parents call you and you say yes, say they're like at the top floor and you're in the basement or something like that. So they call you again and you're like, yes. And they finally say yes again and they don't call you again. And in that moment your heart sinks. You're just like, oh, damn. Because you know they've been waiting on you. And you know your mom's not gonna be happy about the fact that she had to wait on you while she was calling you. First thing you should have done instead of calling, yes, you should have ran up those. You should have, Usain Bolt, up those stairs to her room, at her door, bringing everything, being her servant and whatever, because she should not have to wait on you and hear you say yes. You should run up those stairs the minute she calls her name. You should run up there before she even calls her name. You should be there waiting at her door to help her, okay? She should not have to wait on you. You don't say yes and then don't go. You run, okay? That does not go well. I've learned that, okay? And you should learn that now. You should learn it. You should already know it, but if you don't, I can't even do that. I can't even do that. What am I doing? I grew up in Mississauga. Like, I'm not ghetto. When you're in the store or just somewhere where your parents are busy or you're around your family or around people in general and you're doing some foolish shit, okay? You're doing some dumb shit, doing some stupid things to make you look like an absolute imbecile and like an idiot, and your mother can't do anything yet because she's in public, okay? And she doesn't want to look like a crazy mother, okay? But you're just doing all this crazy shit and your mom's not saying anything, so you think you got away with it, so you keep going, and then she looks at you while you're doing your shit and you're like, and she looks, she's like, and in that moment, you sit down in that corner and you say nothing for the rest of the time wherever you are, because your mom is not happy with you. When she gives you that look, you know what's coming when you get there. Once you get in that car, you know what's gonna happen. So you better not act up. You gotta go sit in that corner for the rest of the day and pray to God she forgives you. Pray to God she forgives you before you leave. Pray. This is for foreign parents in general, but you know they're angry when they start speaking like their native tongue. And by native tongue, if you don't know what that means, it just means like the language from the country which they were born, or their first language basically. So it doesn't matter, once they start speaking you in that, you know it's serious, because that means they don't want anyone else to hear what they're saying. But they are very angry at that point, like extremely. I don't know what it is, but for some reason whenever someone's angry, they just go back to like their first language. I'm English, I speak English, so that's my first language, so that's what I speak when I'm angry. That's what I speak all the time. But if you're foreign and that's English isn't your first language, you know what I'm talking about. You understand. This is for all parents in general. If I try to explain something, I'm talking back. Always, always, always. Regardless of even if I'm literally just like saying what happened and telling my side of the story, I'm talking back. Always. Always talking back. Every single time. Never fails. Never fails. Like, why? But that is all I have for you guys in today's video. I hope you enjoyed that or found that at least somewhat funny. If you have strict parents and can relate to it, leave a comment of some other things that your parents do that are your strict parents do. Or if you have foreign parents, comment like what your parents do. Different cultures, whatever. I think it'd be interesting to read about like other parenting across the world or whatever from people's experience. And it's not relevant, but my mom's from Ghana, so yeah, all my Ghanaians, shout out to you. We lit. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed, I guess comment, like the video if you liked it, disliked it if you liked it, like if you disliked, dislike if you liked. Yeah, whatever. Do whatever you feel the need to do. Feel free to subscribe or don't. I don't really know anymore. YouTube algorithms are a mess. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Keep smiling, shining, and remember, you don't need a crown to be royalty. Bye.
Don't let this be our final song.